Man, I can't do nothing anymore. That Taryl chopped my hands off.
I can't cut the grass on my zero turn. I can't even trim around my house anymore. Taryl's even made it harder for me to go to the bathroom.
Oh! Well, looks like I gotta go see the man that took my hands. That Taryl. Not too happy about this.
Hey Junior, looky here. Throw people out of the shop, don't give them any service, chop off their hands, and they all come back.
Hey guys, got this blade here. Say cutting, I think I need to get sharper.
Come here, I want to show you something, Randy. Pterodactyl here.
And Randy.
And today's how-to is going to be on how to sharpen a lawnmower blade. Now, not everybody has an industrial lawnmower shop grade lawnmower blade grinder or a $250 blade balancer and this thing checks for straightness. Not everybody has them tools, right Randy? You don't have these tools.
I don't have anything like that.
Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do this at home, okay? And we're going to do that over here on the workbench. You're going to have a vise. Okay, the first thing you want to do is when you take the lawnmower's blades off is to mark the blade so you know which way it goes back on when you go to put it back on, because you can't put it on upside down. A blade would go on a lawnmower like this if this was sitting on the deck. The lift goes up. So this would be the bottom of the deck. This is where the grass would be. So it'd always be a good idea before you take that nut off or bolt, mark it with an X. So when you go to put it back on, you know which way it goes on. Okay, Randy? Okay, the basic angle on a lawnmower blade, the cutting edge, is between 40 and 45 degrees. Now you can tell this blade is wavy. This is a mulching blade. And then I'm going to show you some examples of some blades that aren't worth sharpening, that people actually bring in and want to get sharpened. This is a blade that you wouldn't sharpen. You'd just go buy a new one.
Why is that, Taryl?
Because the edges are all rounded off here, Randy, and the lift is real thin. See how thin the metal is compared to the rest of the blade? This blade was all one thickness at one time. Here's another blade you wouldn't sharpen. Look at, there's nothing left of that.
That looks perfectly fine.
No, Randy, that's not perfectly fine. Now here's another one. Look, these whole corners are off and cracked. You wouldn't sharpen this blade. But this blade here, I'm going to show you, this one would be worth sharpening. Here's a new one. And then I'm going to spoon them together. And you can see there's really not much wore off. It's a little rounded here and it's dull. So this blade would be worth sharpening. Okay, Randy?
Yeah, okay, I'm starting to get it now. I can see why my blades weren't that sharp, I guess.
Okay. And now, there's different types of blades. This is a type of mulching blade with them teeth on there. I may have gone over this before. And another thing is, make sure you get the blade on the right way. See how it's lift? That's the lift. That's what stands up the grass to cut it and what throws it. There's high lift blades for bagging, there's medium lift blades, there's low lift blades. There's all kinds of different blades. You need to figure out what blade you need for the application you're using it for. But these, in my opinion, are better mulching blade than, say, this blade with the curviness. If you can get this blade, this mulching type blade, and this style with the teeth, I would go with this one. In my opinion, these do a better job. Okay, Randy?
Okay, I'll have to get those for my zero turn.
You can buy them from me. I got them. Okay, before you start to do any grinding or filing, safety first. So you need to have some safety glasses. Now, Randy, I don't have an extra set of safety glasses for you, so here, put this on.
Okay, thanks.
There, you just look through that, Randy. Okay, yeah, you look good. Yeah, you look like a robot.
That's funny, Taryl.
All right, depending on what tools you have available, one of them could be a bench grinder. So you turn the bench grinder on, and you're going to have to follow this 40 to 45 degree angle. And then take off that little burr on the back. That's one way to sharpen a blade. Alright, another way to sharpen a blade would be with one of these 4-inch grinders if you happen to have one of these grinders. And a vise. Clamp it in here, and then see, you can follow that edge a lot better when you can see it, especially on these wavy mulching blades. This works better. And you can pick these up pretty inexpensive. And then when you grind the blade, if you grind too much off of one side or another, you're going to bring it out of balance. And what you can do is you can buy one of these blade balancers, pretty inexpensive. You can get them on the inner screen, you can get them at the hardware store, you can get them at the big box stores, your local lawnmower shop might even have them. I think this one's got a list price of $6. So if you're sharpening your blades a lot, $6 is pretty cheap investment. Or you can pound a nail in the wall. I know people that do that, but with these star hole blades, I don't know how well that would work. I think this would work better. Now I got some blades that are out of balance here. Here's one blade, see? See how balanced that is? And here's the other blade. Same blade, same set, came off the same lawnmower. And we moved that. See? Out of balance. So what you want to do is grind off the heavy end. This is the heavy end. So if you've already sharpened it and it's out of balance, you could either just keep grinding more off, you know, the edge here, or you can just grind it off of here. Plus another thing, this corner's got to be nice and square. That's what helps cut the grass. You need a nice square edge. So if you want, you can grind it off and square it up. See how that one's rounded? You can sharpen that and make that sharp. It might cut for a little while, but it's going to dull right away. If it's too bad, if it's on a riding mower where you got two blades, you know, you're probably going to want to replace them. But if it's like on a push mower or a single blade mower, if you can get that square, grind it nice and square, like a point, that'll make it cut a lot better. All right, Randy, you getting all that?
Yeah.
High five. I mean high stub. Or another method would be with a file. Clamp it in the vise, gotta have a vise, some way to secure it. Half round file works good. Put it in the vise, file it. You can follow that angle. Takes a little longer. This might be a little, well, everything might be difficult for you, Randy. Knock that burr off the backside. Get it nice and sharp. That's about all you need to know on how to sharpen a lawnmower blade yourself at home. So here's your blade, Randy. I think it's sharp enough now.